The fun of this building today is now City Hall. It's also that way considered. But I don't look forward to it because it's on my water bill every single month.
What's up, you guys? Chet Guthrie, the Dream Poet here, coming to you all with another fun-filled day here in the Sunshine State, the state of Florida, this happy little sunshine place. And today, you guys, we are going to do something very cool, something that in my time of living here, it's been a little bit obscure, but today that's about to change. And that, of course, is the Lightner Museum. Lightner, I believe Lightner. A little bit of history about the Lightner Museum. Originally, this building was the Alcazar Hotel that Henry Flagler erected. And at one point in the peak of her popularity, she had about 25,000 residents calling her home every year. I think that's pretty impressive back in the 20s and the 30s, I believe. 20s and 30s, maybe earlier. But she closed during the Great Depression. She stopped for a little while, but then it was bought up by Otto Lightner. Still, I want to say Lightner. Tomato. Otto Lightner, the owner of Hobbies magazine. He lived in Chicago, and he was amazed by this building. And he used this place to store all his quote-unquote toys. A walk back in time to the history of the Gilded Age, a major collection of his that he kept here and stored. And I'm gonna shut up today, guys. We're gonna check this out. So let's do it, only on Dream Poet. Let's go. Before we get in there, I just wanted to show everyone what the courtyard looks like at the Lightner Museum. This is also St. Augustine City Hall. Pretty cool if you ask me. And like I said, I think this used to be one of the pools. Don't quote me on it. There are some fish. He thinks I had some food, but probably not. So let's go in, shall we? All right, before we head in there, you guys, we have to take what's considered to be CDC measures and St. Augustine's mandate, so we can go inside. Not even 2 minutes in here, you guys, and just check out that clock. I think that's a clock. Looks like it. And it just gives you a wonder what the Alcazar Hotel was like way back when. That is a pretty statue. I wonder what we have here in the music room. Oh, that's cool. That is an old roller organ. And that, oh, that's so cool. See, they used to put like those, like on these big giant machines here. It would play one specific song, I think a couple, and then we have ourselves an organ. And of course we have more examples. That is genuine copper. So I guess this is kind of like the precursor. Oh wow, I don't know if y'all can see that quite well. That, it's like that's a violin making machine. That's cool. That's really cool. And again, just another example. Okay, that was really cool. Good start to this museum. And what I think we're probably in one of the cooler parts of this museum. Let me show you. If I'm not mistaken, here lies the remains of an Egyptian mummy. And back there are some artifacts that I believe that they found with the child. And a good reference to King Tut. Grave robbing, whatever you want to call it. But this, apparently it was a brief infectious disease that the child passed away from. Very sad, very sad. And look at those murals. And it looks like we have here some relics from Africa. For a few tribes members. Looks Like, this is some of the tribes that they had for this kind of stuff. Pretty cool wooden figurines. Don't know a whole lot about it, but then again, this is a museum. Depicted, apparently this was a depiction of the king. And that's a really cool wood carving. Apparently this is from Senegal, West Africa. Apparently we have a comparison between two different types of drums to touch and compare. With this unpleasant going on, I probably shouldn't have touched that, but that's okay. I kind of like this one a little bit better. Apparently that is a male ancestral statue. And a folk spike fiddle. That's snakeskin right there. And it's a camel bag. And looks like we have a few embroideries. North Algeria. And wouldn't you have it? Our first piece of taxidermy. The Florida wild turkey. This wild turkey is slim, tall, long-legged, and compared to the domestic turkey. Turkeys average about, so that tells a little bit of history about it. And of course, we have an ever-reliable dinosaur egg. Looks like it was laid by a sauropod in the Henan province of China. And it looks like it kind of tells a little bit of Amiosaurus. Pretty cool. And wouldn't you have it? It is a shrunken head, you guys. Apparently at one time these were so sought after and famous by Britain that actually tribesmen, or the Javiro Indians, they were cutting off people's heads, stealing from mortuaries, just to really sell a head. That's pretty morbid. Okay, now this is really, really, really cool. This lion was Winston Churchill's lion, you guys. As it says there and there. Yes, this is Winston Churchill's lion. God, that is so cool. I'm glad I came here. And it looks like we've got a different assortment of petrified rocks and amethysts. It's a pretty big picture of a petrified piece of wood, if you ask me. And dude, those things are gigantic. This is a paw clamshell. Apparently they occur in shallow reef waters off the South Pacific. I think you can buy those at this one shell shop I know of, but look how gigantic those things are. Apparently this is an old-timey trick. This is a mechanical novelty machine. It's where you'd move this, which doesn't exactly move, but a candy egg would pop out. It kind of reminds me of how much things have changed. Oh, now this is really, really cool, you guys. Henry Flagler, when he built the whole Hotel Alcazar, he recycled railroad tracks, railroad ties to build his hotel. And when this building was renovated in 1991, or at least the elevator anyway, this is some of the stuff that was left over. Okay, you guys. That was only the first floor of the Lightner Museum. So we got more. And it looks like the second floor gives us more history about what the hotel looks like. Actually, I got a big surprise for you on that one. I'll just let y'all see for yourselves. Okay, now we're here. Oh wow. You guys, this is gorgeous. Just look at that. Look at those chandeliers. Look at the, God, this must have been a super beautiful hotel back when it was running. To this day, still a really, really beautiful building. Just look. It's a painted ceiling. So neat. I pass by this building all the time. And now I regret it, because just look. This is their porcelain glass collection. That's a pretty cool bust. Okay guys, this is the surprise that I wanted to show you all. Granted, of course, this is spectacular, even though we have not reached where we were going to yet. Back when this was still the Alcazar Hotel, this was a sight to behold, especially if you stayed here. This, of course, is their pool, or at least what remained of their pool. Now, the reason why this pool is so special, you guys, is at the time, the 1880s, 1890s, 1900s, this pool was the biggest one of its kind in the entire world. Gotta think how much things have changed. Just a walk back in time. Many people used to jump off that ledge right there into that pool. That is just something totally crazy to think about. Huh, we have an exhibition. So apparently the artist's name, I forgot his name, sorry. My apologies, you guys, but this is, I believe his name was Tom Randner. I believe so, yes, Thomas Randner. Like, for example, his miniature of the Columbia. It's so small, it's so cool. It looks like this is just a very big, spacious room. But at least we have one of my favorite things. Miniature of a train. Apparently this was the Pacific Top locomotive built for the Florida East Coast Railroad Company. So way, way back in the day, this was the type of locomotive that they used to use that would go from one place to another. Very impressive indeed. And that, also another Thomas Randner. That is the Adeline Kathleen, 1/15th scale. And we have a miniature of the Pioneer from 1851. I don't know, I just kind of like the younger, or the older models of locomotives. I just think that they are just so cool. Like, another example, photo right there. Okay guys, that was really, really cool. But now we are going to check out a room that they call the Turkish bath. Originally, during the Alcazar Hotel's operation, this is kind of like a sauna. If I'm not mistaken, a sauna showers. You have it. But first, before we check this out, which by the way, this is the Turkish bath. So yes, it was a sauna room, and as y'all can see, it's, we'll go in there in a second. In the meantime, however, look at this toaster collection. Yes, it is totally random, but they have a toaster collection. I'm pleasantly intrigued. That's cool. And let's go into this room. This is what I thought was the Turkish bath, which I assume it is. You can see it's got a lot of old flooring, a lot of old piping. Actually, I think this is where you used to get sprayed. Honestly I think. You have yourself a smaller bath and a larger one. Probably the coolest one in the house, besides the pool. Yes, it is a sauna room. You know what? I should really bring my camera here next time, because I would like to get a few shots. So this room is pretty nifty. Okay, now we can finally make the venture into this room. As y'all can see, more history. There's one of the showers, and again, another one of the showers. But no shower head. But again, we have some amazing history, Americana from the 1930s. There's a stairwell right there. But that's not what we're looking at. God, look. That is gorgeous. Apparently that is Emile Victor Laver. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. I believe so. And we have none other than a menorah. Although I'm not Jew. But still, look at that beautiful Jewish Star of David. Oh wow. Look how tall those bases are. Like that. It's really, really cool. And this looks like this was the massage room. But now, only is stained glass. I really like the architecture. But this is just some of the things that I had many, many moons ago. But I don't think we're going to read through. We're not going to read through all those today, but this is a beautiful room. That was a lot of stuff to take in. But still, we're gonna go to the third floor. And then, I think we're gonna call it a day, a vlog for this one. But check out that tapestry right there. Or a rug. I think it's a rug. Anyway, let's go to the next floor. That's a really cool George Washington. So you guys, this is the third floor. This is the floor of American art. It doesn't look like it has a whole lot, so we might storm through this one pretty quick. It's really pretty from down there. Still, painted ceiling. Don't know what's going on there. Well, that definitely is an interesting piece of furniture. That is an American horn furniture, made in 1890. Wouldn't mind having that in my future apartment, but that is so cool. And here it looks like we've got ourselves a collection of beads. Pretty cool bead art. I really don't know how. It's just also very interesting. Huh. Apparently this This tells a little bit about the owner. Apparently buttons were her weakness, or his weakness. I'm not sure if it was a he or a her, but again we have all the different things of Union buttons during the Civil War and Confederate buttons. But tell me that isn't all that interesting. Now everything interesting. This is a cigar label star. I've never seen anything like that before. That is really impressive. Okay, now that was a really cool museum. All the time that I've been here, you guys, even from when I was really little till just now, that is my first time ever being in the Lightner Museum. And I do not regret it. I mean, I regret that I just now came here. I mean, because that was a very impressive collection. And you guys, if you all are in the St. Augustine area, do drop into this place. This place is amazing. For example, I was only able to get like maybe half of what was in there. So, do check it out. You will not be sorry. But you guys, this is going to be another vlog. Catch y'all next time. Only on Dream Poet. Love y'all very much. Peace, you guys.